Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Chris O'Dowd is here. We've got to talk about the Big Door Prize. It's out on Apple TV Plus. I'm on second episode, Chris.
Oh, cool.
So they haven't started yet.
No, we haven't started it yet. Yeah.
So
do you want the big pitch?
Yes. What's the pitch?
What's
Come
the
on.
pitch? Okay, first of all, Chris O'Dowd is here.
Yay.
And he...
Bonjour, everybody.
You play this character. You make it look so effortless. You are so great at what you do.
Oh, that's very kind. It's absolutely brimming with effort.
There you go. Obviously. All right, the big pitch. Go.
So, small town America, anywhere America, nowhere America, called Deerfield. Very bucolic place, really, really pretty and happy, and everybody. It's a very diverse community where I play a high school European history teacher, an implant, maybe 20 years into the community, happily married with a teenage daughter. I think I have found my lot. All is well. And then suddenly one night, into this grocery store appears a magic machine. It's around the size of a vending machine, maybe twice that size. You can step into it. It's called a Morpho. It's got a big blue butterfly over it. This is all in the trailer. But essentially, you get into it.
No spoilers.
Okay. I know. I'm so intrigued.
You get into it. You feed it $2. It takes your fingerprints. Now, Gandhi, that should be, to me, that's like, that's a warning sign.
Red flag.
Then social security number.
Oh.
At this point, I'd be out.
Yeah.
Me too.
But the beautiful residents of this town decide to see what would happen. And then it spits out this little card upon which is told to you your true life potential. And then, folks, it's up to you whether you're going to follow it through or not. I think it's like any kind of article that appears anywhere or is told or created anywhere, whether it's a sports team or a religion. If you choose to believe it, then there's a priest in the show, and he's got this cool line in the second or third episode where somebody is talking about seeing the Virgin Mary in the hydrangeas. And the priest says, well, whether she saw her or not, the question is, what was she looking for? And it's probably weeds. But for the sake of this, it's people looking for purpose. And then my character, as you know, gets a card that basically tells him that he's already found his purpose or his potential, which he finds equally terrifying because it means, well, where from here? And that's the basic premise of the show, and that's what happens in the first kind of episode. And then everybody else in the course of the show, there's a different episode for different characters who are getting magicians or liars or heroes or all sorts.
Wow.
Well, I have many questions. I don't want any answers. I'm going to find them out on my own journey. But so I do episodes 3 and 4 tonight. I've got a date with the Big Door Prize, so I'm ready to go. I find it fascinating, this storyline. I find it fascinating when anyone comes up with a great storyline and great characters like this, because you can see the adventures start to unfold and be born right in front of you in the very, very beginning episodes. Every character has a story, and I know for a fact, I'm assuming the formula will take us down each path of each character. Your daughter, your wife, your wife's mother.
Yeah.
Who I just cannot stand, but I'll leave it at that.
She is, she's so great. She's playing Art, but Crystal Fox, who is like OG kind of Georgia, was in the heat of the night. What I love about this show is all of these characters, like you're saying, have their own kind of episode. And it's a great mixed bunch of actors, that some of whom hadn't acted before and were like TikTok stars, some of whom worked in the heat of the night in Georgia. There's kind of New York Broadway people, implants like me, some LA posers, the whole shebang we've got. And it kind of is, in many ways, this kind of microcosm of a society. And I'm hoping that people will be able to relate to at least a few characters in it.
I can see it coming. It's on the way.
So, having acted all the way through this, and you know the outcome, which we don't need to know,
sure,
would you step into the box and get your full potential if it were real?
I'm really torn, Gandhi. Do you know, an opportunity arose recently. It was my wife's birthday and also my kid's birthday. So we had got a magician, and the magician said, my wife is a palm reader. I could bring her and she could do the adults so she came along. Miss Zelda. I don't know if that's her real name.
Probably.
Sounds legit.
But either way, I didn't do it. I didn't do it because there was something about it that creeped me out. Everybody was coming out and really loving what they heard and all of this, but maybe I just felt too untethered at the time. I feel like if anybody tells me I'm supposed to be doing something other than what I'm doing, I think I'll just take a rowboat into the middle of a lake.
I'm the same way though. Whenever someone's getting a reading at I'm like, nope. It's like, well, what if it's not real? I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't want to find out. Don't read me. I don't want to know nothing.
But the key word here with what's the name of the machine? Morpho. The key is the word potential.
Right.
It's not saying this is going to happen to you. It's saying that somewhere within you, because you gave us your social security number, we know that you have the potential to do A, B, and C, and D. But wait, in real life, though, Chris, aren't you married to your wife because a fortune teller told her she was going to marry you? Isn't there? There's some of this in your. There's something in your milk ain't clean here.
There's something in my milk ain't clean.
I don't know. Isn't that an old Irish?
Something in the milk ain't clean, yeah.
What kind of hokey jokey is?
Well, no.
I love that. I'm going to start using it.
But your wife was told.
I think I read it somewhere in a fertility clinic. No, it is true that in the early days of our relationship, my wife went to a psychic, and it was early. We didn't know whether we were going to make it or not. So she went to this psychic, and the psychic told her that she was going to spend her life with a man on a horse. And
that's potential.
Yeah, that's right.
And within like 2 minutes, I sent her. I was in London at the time. She was in California. I was in London. I sent her a text where, I kid you not, I was on the back of a horse.
Doing what?
I was doing a movie where I had to ride a horse. It was called Gulliver's Travels. Right?
Okay, but
So I was training for it, and it was just me doing like a goofy face waving from a horse, but so weird.
And wait, so you didn't know about this reading when you sent it? Wow.
It's real.
It
It's
could
all
be
real.
coincidence.
No, it's all real.
She got it in the room. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know.
Okay, well, now they're married.
There you go.
You know, by the way, Chris O'Dowd is here helping us celebrate Danielle's birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday!
I know, right? We always need reasons to celebrate it. We definitely have several, you being here one of them. Looking at your list of accomplishments, I mean, you watch Chris in Bridesmaids, which is just a wonderful cast and story, or in the Big Door Prize. And these are fun and touching, in this case, roles you play. You've played some serious stuff. You are a working actor that does funny, serious, all sorts of stuff. Was this the dream of yours? Was this your potential plan when you were growing up?
No, I didn't really have any plan. Still don't really. And I'm enjoying it all, but I don't know if I ever... I don't know. I've never set... I've never been a particularly ambitious person, which I think has always held me in fairly good stead. Mm-hmm. Very rarely disappointed.
You and I have that in common.
I think when I was younger, I wanted to do other things. I think I was a big sports guy growing up, and then I think I wanted to be a political speechwriter at some point because I was taken by some orator at the time. So I went to college and started studying politics. But when I was doing that there, I did a play by accident, and then
accident.
Well, I went to help a friend who needed moral support to audition, and I ended up in the play myself. We both did, and I never left.
So wait, so now you became a famous person, did they? Or they...
They are a very, very well-qualified accountant.
Oh my goodness. Just cursing you.
You followed their dream, didn't you?
Seems like an easier life.
So in this show, the Big Door Prize, I have not seen it yet. Do you have your accent in the show?
I do.
You do?
I do. I'm an immigrant in it.
But to you don't have an accent.
Right.
We have the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, can I say, absolutely beautiful.
No one says that ever.
No.
No one ever says that.
No way.
It's okay. Well, I just wanted to know if there were... Do you do accents? I would imagine you have to.
I do it every now and again. I did a movie last year called Slumberland where I was the brother of an American, of Kyle Chandler, actually. So I had to do it in that. And I did it in Mice and Men here on Broadway and had to do it in that. But I kind of try and avoid it.
Yeah.
Can you do it? Can you do like a sample of like an American accent?
You know that I would love nothing more.
Do the accent.
Wow. He's so enthusiastic about this. But you know what?
It's her birthday.
Chris, it's her birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
So that's what we sound like.
I believe it.
You know what? I see some of my favorite shows. The actors you see on White Lotus and on Succession and Yellowstone, a lot of them are from Australia. They're from different countries. Yeah. And so you'll see them in interviews as themselves. And you're like, Holy crap!
Yeah.
How do they do that?
I think we're somewhat at an advantage that so much of your media is forced down our throats.
Congratulations! It's a gift,
and it's and it's wonderful, but it means that we get to hear your voice a lot more than you get to hear ours. So I think that when Irish actors or American actors or Australian actors, we've watched 10,000 hours of Seinfeld and Friends, so it's kind of helpful.
Wow. We were on a cruise recently. We're the godparents of Norwegian Cruise Line's Bliss ship, whatever. Overnight, we were floating around. We left Iceland, and here we come. We were supposed to wake up in Cork, Ireland. Yeah. We wake up, and we're pulling in, and I fell in love with just the beauty from the port, just where we were pulling in.
I was weirdly talking about West Cork yesterday to somebody in West Cork, and it is so beautiful because it's all you have from there is sea for, nearly 1,000 miles. And it does feel like that, like you're in the edge of the world. It feels kind of volcanic. A lot of the rock in that region is volcanic. And so it feels like otherworldly. It's stunningly beautiful.
Well, I didn't want to leave. So we ran to the airport and flew to Portugal. I don't know. Bad idea. We're coming back. I warn the citizens we're coming back to Ireland.
I will let them know.
So I want to get back to the Big Door Prize. Chris did a beautiful job in explaining the premise of the show, just very broad strokes. But there is a spiritual connection that you can make with these characters, and you can apply it to yourself, your life's potential. What if you could go to a machine, put your fingers up there, and it says, hey, you know what? Here's something you may be missing out on in your life, and this is true potential. And, of course, I think what this machine's kicking out is all real. It's true. But the word potential is easy to use. In your mind, Chris, how do you describe how, without this machine, ways that we can find this kind of potential in our own lives?
Without the machine?
Without the machine.
Forget it.
Why bother?
Seriously. Because, we could be missing all sorts of beautiful futuristic things in our lives, and we're never going to tap into them unless we have some sort of prompting.
This machine, whether it's magical or not, really acts just as a catalyst. And anything can be a catalyst. So if this card is going to tell you that your potential is that you're going to be a black belt in karate, there's a good chance you're going to take up karate. So whatever happens, you're going to be better at karate next week than you were last week. And that can be applied to anything. That could be applied to lover or wife or liar. So if you are looking for something spiritual, I am absolutely not a spiritual advisor. But, I think if you feel like you're looking, then that's half the battle.
He used the word lover, by the way.
I know.
Gandhi.
I held it in. I didn't say anything because we have a guest, and it's Danielle's birthday.
There's something about the word lover that drives her insane.
Makes me want to vomit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I'm sorry you're
That's
not
okay.
doing it right.
That's all right. Touche.
We're talking about intimacy issues for the conversation with Chris O'Dowd. Well, look, we encourage everyone to turn it on, Apple TV Plus. It's the Big Door Prize, and watching you work in this thing is pretty cool. I don't know how the camera catches it or how you give it off, but you seem like such a natural. I don't know how anyone in this room other than you would look so comfortable doing what you do. I don't even know if you really care to hear this, but you look great
that's
doing
very kind.
it.
That's so lovely to hear. We just kind of started showing the show, and you kind of make it a good while, and it's lovely. It's lovely to get it out there and for people to be enjoying it, because it's gorgeous. It just does a little bit of I don't know, there's a little hope to it that you can suck onto and suck the life out of and move forward with purpose.
Sucking hope.
Yeah.
2 words after today's interview, hope and sucking.
And you guys already started filming season 2, right?
Oh, no, I haven't heard about that. That would be great. They haven't told me if they are, but that would be exciting.
Well, someone's nodding in the other room feeding me this information.
Any minute now, I imagine. We only go out today, so I'm hoping for a pickup tomorrow.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, there you go. Chris O'Dowd, thank you for spending time with us today. It's an honor to have you in our room.
Thanks so much for having me.
The Big Door Prize on Apple TV Plus. I promise I'm going to keep watching, but I'm not going to spoil anything because people get mad when they listen to
I
our
can't
show.
wait to start.
I get scuba diver.
Yeah.
Could be.
Could be.
But thank you, Chris. Thanks for coming by.
Pleasure.
Chris
Thanks,
O'Dowd.
everybody. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.